Hi, everybody. I'm very excited to have Executive Analyst Blanca Martinez Gavina with us today, who's leading our census work and working in partnership with our residents to make sure Richfield is completely counted. So thank you for taking some time to meet with me, Blanca. Can you share a little bit about why the census is important and why it matters to our Richfield residents?
So the census is very, very important to Richfield because it really brings in funding for a lot of critical things here in the city. For example, or roads, or infrastructure, or school, things like Medicare, a lot of very essential programs that support the life that we have in Richfield. And we only get to do it once every 10 years. So it is very critical that everyone is counted.
And who is counted in the census?
Everyone. So everyone is counted. And it doesn't matter if that person maybe moved out of Richfield. They were living here in March when the census was sent out. They are counted in the census. However, if they are no longer living here and you're just filling out your census, obviously that person doesn't count. But one of the most undercounted populations are children, so babies. Sometimes people forget to count their babies, and not to say that babies are not important, but people do tend to forget that there are newborns. So we need to make sure that we count everyone in the census.
So I looked on the census website yesterday and I see that we're doing an excellent job in Richfield for filling out our census and that our percentage is higher than the state average. So for a lot of people out there, they've already filled out the census, but why should they continue to care about a complete count?
That's an excellent question. So the reason why people should care is that even if you already filled out your census, there are some people in the community who haven't. They might not know about it, they might be new residents, they might speak a different language, or they might just not know that it's that critical. So in 2010, there were around 7,000 residents that were missed in the census, and that resulted in Richfield losing up to $211 million. I'll say that again, $1 million.
Wow.
And that's money that we never got for all of those programs, resources, and essential services that we need here in the city. So even if you have filled out your census, that means that you are already an expert, right? You already know how you do it. Maybe you filled it out online, maybe you called in, maybe you filled out the paper form. So then you can share those news with your neighbors, people at church, maybe people that you come into socially distant contact with. So it's just really important for all of us to do our part in counting every single person in our community.
So please, even if you have filled out your census already, please make sure that all your friends, your family, your networks have also filled out the census because the impact on our community and our future is huge. So can you talk a little bit about the new deadline that we have for the U.S. Census and when is the last date that folks have to fill it out?
So initially, to mitigate some of the impacts of COVID-19, we had gotten an extension by the federal government to fill out the census until October 31st. However, that date has changed. We are very nervous about that date change because that means that we have less time. So now the new deadline is September 30th. So that means that all of the responses have to be submitted, they have to be recorded by September 30th. Anything after that will not be counted. So that will be a huge loss if we get people after the fact. So now it is really up to us. We have 5 weeks and we just need to make sure that we all do our best to get the word out, to get our community involved, and to simply speak for yourself and to be able to bring this news to everyone in your family and community.
Great. Any additional things that folks can do to make sure we have a complete count in Richfield?
Yes, so there are many things. Right now, we are hosting a phone bank, which we're doing with a partnership of the demographer's office. And you can simply call me or email me. My phone number is 612-861-9701. My email is bmgavina@richfieldmn.gov. I'll get you signed up, I'll get you prepped up, and that is a great way for you to talk to your neighbors. We're also going to be doing a couple of drawings for $100 gift cards. More information to be coming for that. But there are many ways that you can do this work. You can share on your social media, you can talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends. Anything that we do at this point is going to make a difference.
Thank you so much for the information, Blanca. Thank you to all the community members who filled out their census and to our amazing Complete Count Committee. And please fill out your census. Thank you, Blanca, for joining us.
Thank you so much.